Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Melissa Ricker, and I just got back from an amazing mastermind weekend where I actually got to work with the likes of Russell Brunson, Steve Larsen, and a lot more millionaires for the entire weekend. So I want to share my biggest takeaways because it was huge. So I'm actually going to jump on over to my Facebook group where I did a live and shared all of the insights that I got from this amazing trip to Boise, Idaho, and Clickfunnels. If you like this video and get value from it, I'd love for you to hop on over and join my free Facebook group where I teach all things funnels and automation for your online business. You can find the link below. And also, while you're here, I'd love it if you like this video and go ahead and subscribe to my channel. It would make my day. Good morning, you guys. I am so super excited to chat with you guys today. I'm just making sure I'm going live in the right group. Pull this up real quick. There I am. Hey guys. Okay, I'm gonna wait just to see, make sure you guys are gonna jump on. I am so psyched to talk to you guys today. As you know, hey Melba, hey Shannon, hey Jamie. You guys say hi as you're logging in. Hey Stephanie. I just got back last night. It was like 8 o'clock last night by the time I got home from the airport, and my head is just spinning from everything that I learned in my entire experience. Hey Rhonda. Hey Chrissy. Hey Faye. Good morning. Hey Kaylee. All right, I'm so super glad that you guys are joining. So thank you. I am glad to be back. It was like, I can't even wrap my head around everything that went down. So sorry, you guys, I didn't do my hair this morning. I'm still recovering from the trip, but I'm sure you guys don't mind. I'm going to share my screen here anyways. Oh, thank you, Raquel. Hey, Bonnie. Hey, Myra. Hey, Liz. All right, so I just wanted to do a quick little brain dump on you guys and just kind of give you an overview of the different some of my favorite takeaways from the weekend, because it was just insane. I mean, I have this entire little notebook is filled up just from this weekend. Like, I took so many notes, and I'm going to be organizing it and sharing more with you. But I just wanted to give you some of my biggest takeaways that I'm super excited about, because I am so amped up about my business right now. I'm so amped up that I just can't hardly handle it. Hey, you guys, so glad you could join. All right, so for anyone who doesn't know, because I just accepted a bunch of new members into the group this morning as well. I actually just got back last night from a mastermind weekend up at the Clickfunnels in Boise, Idaho. I won a trip for being one of the top affiliates for the One Funnel Away Challenge. And I got to meet some super millionaires, including Russell Brunson himself, Steve Larsen, and some others. So I'm going to share my screen because I want to show you guys a couple of pictures. And then, install later, sorry. So, these pictures, you don't even know what it felt like to be in the room with these guys. I have been watching Russell Brunson, Steve Larsen, obsessively since the beginning of this year. It's insane. So to be able to take a picture with them, you just don't know. I think you can tell how excited I am by the smile on my face. And they were both super sweet and down to earth. It was unreal, how down to earth they were. Which was super cool. So just wanted to brag a little bit with those pictures there. I am so short, Kelly. I am so short. I'm 5 foot tall. So, yeah. All right. So that was that picture. Oh yeah. Sorry. Let's see. So there's just a picture of me next to the ClickFunnels logo there. But the picture on the right, I don't know if you guys seen the 2 Comma Club awards. So that's me standing in there's the hallway that they keep all the 2 Comma Club awards, which means 2 commas mean $1 million, right? So if you make $1 million through one, for one product or through one funnel, then you get one of these awards, and that the room is just covered in these plaques. And so there I am standing in the hallway with all those 2 Comma Club awards. And I'm standing there with my autographed copy of Expert Secrets And it was so inspiring to be in that room, because I just know that like I'm going to have my plaque in there someday. And I just cannot wait. And some of the, I think half of the group had their own 2 Comma Club award. So it was amazing. Hey, Layla. Myra says, I'm only 5'1". So we're right there together. Every time someone meets me in real life after watching me on video, they're like, oh, you're so short. I'm like, yeah, I'm short. What can I say? These are some pictures that I shared as well. Like, these were our pictures. Like, I didn't know it, which is super, just, you talk about the pressure on. We get there, and on the end of the first day, they tell us that we have to give a presentation. I was like, I have to give a presentation. I was totally not ready for that. So they really put the pressure on us. But I got up in front of, these millionaires and gave a presentation. You can see like Steve Larsen is there. I don't know if you can see my mouse here, but this guy who's sitting like lounging back on the couch, he's one of the Clickfunnels shareholders. He's, Dave Woodward. I don't know if any of you guys in the affiliate world, you probably know him. Colton's right here. He's he has his own 2 Comma Club award. Doug Boughton, he's a dream car winner. Here's Rachel Lee on the couch over here. Anyways, the room, it was full of like big shots, and I had to stand up in front of these people and give a presentation, and it was super exciting, but also nerve-wracking. Yeah, that's Dave. Yeah, that is Dave. He is super, super sweet. Hey, Joe. Oh, Kelly, you're so tall. 5'6". Thank you, Dina. Good things come in small packages. All right. I was terrified, Mel. I was terrified. So those are some cool pictures. I would have dressed nicer if I'd known I was presenting that day, but whatever. At least I had my Clickfunnels shirt on. So we did a lot of like masterminding, but we also had a lot of fun. They had like 3 different boats. They had, I think there was 6 jet skis. And we just had a blast out on the water. So we worked a lot, but we also played a lot, which was a lot of fun. So there's just some cool pictures there. Just showing you guys. All right, so I'm going to get into the value, because that's what you guys want to hear, right? So we had like these pictures. Like, I was literally sitting just a few feet from Russell when he was giving his talk, and we were able to ask questions. And yeah, Dina, I'll tell you a little bit about what I presented here in a minute. And you guys have heard, a lot from me, so I want to focus on what I learned from them. But yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about what I presented, because I had to come up with it like on the fly. But anyways, so just I could have like reached out and touched Russell's leg right there. I was sitting so close to him, and he talked to us for over an hour. And he was answering our questions, and it was just amazing to be in that room. And then Steve talked to us and oh my goodness, it was over 2 hours he talked to us, and we learned so much from Steve. So we got just so much value from these 2, but also from all the other affiliates as well that were there. So I just want to talk a little bit about, so is Natalie on here? Yeah, Natalie's on here, I think. So Natalie, in my One Funnel Away VIP group, we had a contest, and the contest was like, what's the best question that I can ask Russell if I get the chance to? And Natalie won the contest. So I actually purchased my One Funnel Away challenge through Natalie's link, which was super cool. But this was her question, and I thought it was a really good one. Layla picked it out. This is the question. Yes, Natalie. So this is the question. So I asked Russell as I was sitting like 2 feet from him, and the question was, what is the one thing that most entrepreneurs are not doing that if they started doing would accelerate their business into the 2 Comma Club? I don't know if I said it perfect, because I was like shaking in my boots, having him like look right at me and make eye contact. And this was like, this was within like, so we had just gotten to Clickfunnels. We were taken right to Russell. So within, half an hour of me getting to the headquarters, I was asking this question. And what he said stuck with me the entire weekend. Like, it just caused the wheels just to be cranking and turning. And I'm super excited to share with what he said. And it's so, I'll just get into it. How about that? Okay. His answer was simplify, right? He said, and he didn't even miss a beat. He was like, this is an amazing question. I'm so glad you asked it. And I think it's so important because if you could do one thing that would accelerate your business into the 2 Comma Club, it's simplify. He's like, I guarantee that if you're not in the 2 Comma Club, that you are overcomplicating your business. And I mean, he went into a lot more detail, but his answer was to simplify. He said, and I felt like he was talking right to me when he said it. He was like, what I see happen is, entrepreneurs will launch a funnel and it doesn't get them the results that they want right away. And so they just jump onto something new, right? They just go to something new or they scrap that entire idea and start something new. And he said, if we would just simplify, focus on that one funnel or that one offer, right? And perfect it, master it before we went on to something else, that we would have a lot more success. He's like, if you want to get into the 2 Comma Club, find one offer, one funnel, and get to the 2 Comma Club, and only then do you go on and build another funnel. And I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, I don't even want to open up my Clickfunnels account because I have hundreds of funnels. I have hundreds of funnels. And I'm so guilty of that. I'll launch a funnel and then I don't even let it reach its full potential before I'm on to the next one. And I think that there's a lot of importance in that. So we talked about this a lot over the weekend. And so he said there's 3 things that we need to really to be able to simplify. Let me just go ahead and put them up here. Okay. Belief, simplicity, and consistency. And the belief, he told this story about how, everyone sees, he's this, bajillion, gazillionaire. I don't know how much money he has or what he's worth. But he said that if it wasn't for his belief, he just always believed that it was possible for him, that it would have never worked out. And he told this story about how he didn't find Clickfunnels until for 15 years. So for 15 years, he struggled and he really didn't get there. And then now all people see is his success, but it's only because he didn't give up, right? And he said, if you're skeptical about whether you're going to succeed or not, then you're not going to succeed. And skepticism is a breeding ground for failure. So he said, he used the example. He was like, think about if you've gone on a diet and you entered into that diet skeptical that it would work. It didn't work, right? And he's like, there is 0% chance that you will succeed if you don't believe that you will. And so belief is a huge one, and it is a skill. And he was explaining that a lot of times we don't believe in ourselves, but we can work on that just like we build a muscle. And then simplicity, becoming a master of one thing before moving on to another. He is all about having multiple things going on, but you can only move on when you become a master of one thing first. And then consistency, because of what he just said. He's like, if you're not consistent, then you won't make it through. Consistency, if you don't believe in yourself enough to be consistent, even when you're not seeing results in the beginning, even when you're learning, then you'll just won't make it. So belief, simplicity, and consistency were his 3 kind of big messages, right? And it all kind of, belief and consistency are what allows you to simplify. So that was super cool. Hey, Rosie. Kristen says, wow, eye-opener. I've been feeling so overwhelmed thinking I should have more funnels. Yes. Hey, Kelly. Yeah, me too. I was like, you got to find one offer, one funnel, and just perfect it and keep perfecting that one funnel before building another one. That was a huge, huge takeaway for me. So obviously simplicity requires focus, right? You've got to put your blinders on. And so the 3 questions, and these 3 questions, I've talked about before, and even though I talk about them, sometimes, I don't focus on them enough as well. So like, if you're gonna simplify, you have to focus in on. Carolyn says, I'm so guilty of trying to do all the things. Yeah, yes. I think a lot of us are. And that's what his message is like, if you want to make it, you've got to focus. So what do you focus on? Who do you serve? Like specifically, who is it that you serve? And for those people that you serve, what is the problem that you solve? And a lot of people, a lot of us entrepreneurs, we're not really honed in on the problem that we solve. We just don't have an answer to that question. And if we don't have an answer to that question, then how are we going to solve it, right? And so, you have to be really specific and know without like a question in your head who you serve, what problem you're solving for that person, and how you solve it, how you specifically solve it. Faye says, no wonder it's called One Funnel Away, because one funnel can make your business 2 Comma Club. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, you saw the how many 2 Comma Club awards are in there. So if simplicity requires focus, then how do we focus on those? And Steve Larsen said this, and he said, as entrepreneurs, it's really easy that we just keep asking ourselves questions. And he said, you have to be really careful about the questions that you're asking yourself, because if you start asking yourself questions, your mind will go and look for answers to those questions. So if you're not continually asking yourself the right questions, you're not gonna be able to focus, because your brain is going to be focusing on the wrong things. It's going to be seeking out the answers to the questions you shouldn't be asking. I don't know if that makes sense. So he said, I'm going to go into a little bit more of this, but he said so many entrepreneurs they're asking themselves questions like, well, how can I'm trying to think of the examples he used, but like, how can I create a system for this? Or how can I be better at my tag? I don't know. I can't remember the questions he said, but he was like, if you're asking yourself a question that you shouldn't be focusing on, you're sabotaging your business and yourself. So anytime you ask a question, it invites revelation. So we have to make sure that we're asking ourselves the right questions. And those 3 questions that you see on the screen are the ones that we need to have absolute clarity on before we ask any other questions in our business. So I thought that was a huge takeaway, because I'm always asking myself like, well, how can I make my brand better? How can I make my offer, how can I have another offer? How can I do this? How can I do that? How can I make a system? How can I make this easier? How can I make it? And if you don't have clarity around these 3 questions, you don't need to be asking yourself any other questions. That was a huge breakthrough for me. So, and this is going into Steve now, what Steve was going on about. And he said, entrepreneurs, they think they're in the business to, do all of these things, like be the CEO of their business. So he asked us, he's like, what are entrepreneurs in the business to do? What are they in business for? And, half the room got the question wrong. And that just kind of proves his point, right? He says, entrepreneurs are in the business to solve problems, period. Like, that's it. And he's like, so many entrepreneurs are trying to be the CEO of their business, and that's not their focus. That's not what they should be doing until much, much later. He was telling this story about how, entrepreneurs solve problems, CEOs build systems. And if you're trying to build systems and, you're trying to be the CEO before you're the entrepreneur, you're going to fail, because you'll be building systems around things that don't matter, or, around the wrong things. So he's like, if you are not hitting your income goals, or if you're not to the level that you want to be at, you need to focus on solving problems and nothing else. Entrepreneurs are in the business to solve problems, not be the CEO of their business. And that was pretty cool to hear, because we do own our own businesses. We are the boss, right? And so, I even I've called myself CEO before, and it's like, I'm not there yet. So we just need to focus in on solving problems. So how do we solve problems? And he said, it's simple, right? We solve problems through our marketing and through making sales. It was just like mind blowing. It's like, oh, like, how do we solve problems? All we have to do is market and make sales, right? So what is marketing? This is Steve's beliefs. So marketing is changing beliefs with the intent of making a sale. And, when he said this, it's like, oh, it's interesting. Changing beliefs, changing, thought patterns of people with the intent of making a sale. And, a couple people were like, well, that kind of sounds salesy, or like we're not serving our people. Like, it's just like we're changing people's beliefs so that we can make a sale. And he said, no. He said, yeah, we are changing people's beliefs so that we can make them a sale. And why are we making them a sale? Because sales change lives. And he said, he got really passionate about it. His voice went up and he was jumping, and he goes, if you are not selling, you are not helping people. You are not helping people unless you're making sales and they are buying. And if you're scared of making sales, then get out of this business, because sales are what change lives. You cannot change a life if you cannot sell something. And so that is why you have to change people's beliefs in themselves, beliefs in their abilities, beliefs in that they can do it, beliefs that your product or your service is the right solution. You have to change their beliefs so that you can change their life. And I was like, yes. So all we have to do to solve problems is we have to work on our marketing, and we have to work on our sales. That's all we have to do. Selling is serving. Yes. Isn't this so good? I'm not saying it nearly as good as Steve. He was so oops, sorry. I did something there. He was so passionate, and I just wish I could have videotaped the whole thing. And I'm only touching the surface, so I'm going to dive deep into these topics over the next couple of weeks. But it's so powerful that we're focusing on the wrong things, and we're allowing ourselves to get so caught up in all this other crap, when all we have to worry about is solving problems through marketing and sales. That's it. Oops. I'm messing myself. Okay, so what should we be selling, right? So now we know that we have to make sales, but what is it that we should be selling so that we can change lives? Change, right? That's all people want. People are after change. And you can, whatever you're selling is allowing people to change. So, for me, I'm helping people get their businesses off the ground, become profitable, have money so that their life can change, right? If you're selling weight loss, it's so that their body can change. You have to realize that you're selling change. And what are the 3 things that people need in order to change? I love this. This was really cool to me, right? There's 3 things. There's mindset, right? Which is your beliefs. Sorry, I'm just looking to make sure I don't miss anything in my notes here. I'm just talking out loud. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So there's mindset, which is your belief. And they said, what was the saying? It was your income never, what is it? Oh my gosh, I can't think of the quote now. They said, your income never exceeds your personal development, right? So this is you need your mindset, but also the people that you're selling to. No matter what it is that you're selling, there's a mindset issue in everyone who is wanting change. Everyone who wants change, there is a mindset, something going on with the mindset. There's a skill set, right? So these are the skills that they have to learn in order to make the change. And then there's a tool set. So there's mindset, skill set, tool set. And your offer package has to address all of these in order for your people, your customers, your clients, whatever, to see the change that they want. And so if you focus just on one or the other, then your people are not going to be as successful as they could be, right? So for example, a tool set, like if I just gave you Clickfunnels and was like, see you later, right? I'm just giving you a tool, but you don't have the skills to use Clickfunnels yet, right? You need to learn how to create an offer. You need to learn how to market yourself. You need to learn how to build an audience and a following. Those are skill sets in order to use the tool set, right? But then if I don't help you with your mindset, then you're not going to have the consistency and the belief to stay in the game long enough to master it. So you really have to address the mindset, skill set, and tool set in order to help people change. And that's what we need to be selling. And our offer should include our unique strengths to help people get results faster and better. And this is one of the topics that I actually touched on in my presentation to the group, was how we can use our unique strengths to help people get results faster and better. And I told my story about how I resisted that for so long. I resisted it, and all I was doing was trying to, model other people and copy other people and mimic their offers. And I don't know why, it was just like this resistance inside of me of like, how to, like, I don't know what it was, but like once I realized like, hey, I'm already good at something. If I'm already good at something, why don't I use that strength and help people get results faster and better by leveraging that strength? Okay, so is this helpful so far? I hope this is helpful to you guys. So Steve, I don't know why I can't put my little camera back up, but anyways, he said marketing is a huge piece of this puzzle, and whether you're a coach, a service provider, a network marketer, an affiliate marketer, like it doesn't matter what it is that you sell, you have to be a marketer, right? You have to be a marketer. And marketer is not a bad thing. Again, marketing and sales change lives, right? So 3 focuses of marketers. He said it's so funny that I listen to all these questions that pour in, and I see what all these entrepreneurs are out there doing. And he's like, it's no wonder. Like, to me, it's so obvious why they're failing. And it's because they are not keeping it simple by focusing on what they actually need to focus on. They're over here trying to create all of this crap and all of these, extra things that they think that they need, when they should only be focusing on a couple of things. So he said the 3 focuses of marketers is messaging, offers, and campaigns. And he's like, that is all I focus on. That's all I focus on in my job. Up until like he was talking about how just recently, like even in the past couple of months, that he's taken on some of the systems, like stepping more into the CEO. But he's like, that was only after I hit like $2 million and my business had grown like huge. He's like, unless you've gotten a couple of 2 Comma Club awards, or unless you're, a millionaire, you shouldn't be focusing on anything but being a marketer, right? And that's messaging, offers, and campaigns. And that's all you need to be focusing on. So a funnel, this is a quote that I loved. I jotted it down. He's like, a funnel is not your marketing. A funnel is the delivery of your marketing, and your marketing is your messaging, your offers, and your campaigns. And that is all we need to be focusing on. And this is how we keep it simple. Like, anytime you ask yourself what it is that anytime you're like, what am I working on today? Or what should I be working on today? Or anytime you take up a project, ask yourself if it's hitting one of these buckets, right? So funnels don't create cash, they collect it. Marketing creates cash, so focus on your marketing. That's another Steve Larsen quote. Melissa says, I'm note-taking. Okay, good. And I have so much more, so I'm just kind of giving you the main takeaways today. I'm going to be breaking this down because I literally, like on this one slide, I have like 10 pages of notes. Like this is just, like how do you focus on your messaging? How do you focus on your offers? How do you focus on your campaigns? And I had the opportunity to talk with Steven like one-on-one for a while. And, he was like, guiding me down this path of creating my, he's the offer guy, right? So he was guiding me down this method of creating an offer, and it was like mind blowing. So I'm gonna kind of show you how he helped me with my offer, so that it might help you with yours. But I don't have time to do that today. I'm not prepared, but I will very shortly. I'm gonna be breaking that down. But this is what he said. Like, if you're focusing on something that's outside of these buckets, then it's no wonder that you're struggling. It's no wonder that you're struggling. You got to work on your messaging, your offers, and your campaigns, and that's it. And all of this stuff, your messaging and your offers and your campaigns, all go back to those 3 questions of who do you help, what problem are you helping them solve, and how are you doing it, right? Oh, good, Stephanie. I'm so glad. It's helpful. Okay. This is a little bit like a shift, because that was what so I went through kind of what Russell said about simplicity and consistency and belief, and then I went through like a little bit of what Steve said. But there was another guy there, and I never met him. I wasn't really I knew his name, but that was about it. His name was Colton. I don't know how to say his last name, Crottinger, but he is, he has his own 2 Comma Club award, and he said something that was pretty interesting to me. He was talking about, he has this thing called the M3 method. And so I just wanted to put this up here. So M3 method is like mindset, marketing, and movement. And he's like, so where you hung up, or what do you need to focus on the most, or where, like, what's holding you back, or what's most important for you to hit the next level in your business. And he said, if you're making less than 10K a month, then you need a stronger mindset. That is what you're kind of lacking. You need a stronger mindset to break through, which is crazy. I think a lot of us in this group are in that bucket, that we're not making 10K months. Like, I just in the past few months have broken through that 10K mark. But I think a lot of us are in that bucket. And he said, you need a stronger mindset to break through the 10K mark. Okay. And he said, if you're making between 10K and 100K, then you need stronger marketing to break through. And then he said, if you're making over 100K a month, that's when you focus on a movement, because you've broken through. And I thought this was really interesting. Colton has a interesting story, interesting past. And, he talks about like how he was in the Navy, and he went through, he was in a really bad accident. He got hurt, he broke a ton of bones in his body and all this stuff. And having that accident made him have like this severe anxiety, and he really, like, his business completely stalled out. Like, he couldn't even leave his house. He couldn't even hardly leave his room. And he broke through that. And it was, that's when he kind of developed his whole thing that he now does for a living. And he made it, the 2 Comma Club award, because he kind of came up with this system. And I thought it was really interesting. There was like mindset, marketing, and movement. And he's like, if you're hung up on, if you're not making 10K a month, I mean, yes, focus on your marketing, all of that stuff, but really what's holding you back is your mindset. And then what's keeping you, if you stall out between 10K and 100K, which I know is a huge range, like, that's when you need a stronger marketing, because you've got the mindset. If you can create 10K consistent months, you've got the mindset. Now you need to stronger marketing. And then, a lot of people are like, I want to create a movement. He's like, you shouldn't even be thinking about a movement until you're making over 100K a month. So I thought that was interesting. Melissa says, I read his story, and it was very touching and moving. It was really touching and moving to hear him. And like, let me see in my notes, like, what he said. Hold on, let me get to his notes. Okay, I'm just going to read off some of these bullet points because I thought they were really good. I don't have them on here. Let me see. That's the end. So let me put this back on. I just want to read through some of these because he said, forget your past in order to create your future. And so he was telling his story about how he overcame anxiety and it was holding him back for so long. And so that was it was a really inspiring story. And then he said, like, if you can when entrepreneurs first get started, they have like this little bitty fire, and it's because they're new and they don't have all the momentum yet. And so they have this little bitty fire. And when you have a little bitty fire, it's really easy for that fire to burn out. Like the first time you don't make money, the first time your funnel flops, the first time you have to sell something in order to keep your Clickfunnels account, whatever it is, like it's really easy for that fire to burn out because it's just little, like it's just a baby fire. And so he said, if you can focus on making your fire a little bit bigger every day, then it gets harder to blow it out. So, whatever it is that, motivates you or inspires you, whether that's having a coach, whether that's, whatever kind of personal development you need, just to make your fire just a little bit bigger every single day. And then he said, take on your Goliath. So whatever it is in your life, business related or not, someone talked about alcohol as being like a big, obstacle in their life. And it's like, okay, so so maybe that's getting on stage or getting on a Facebook Live or, actually making an offer, like whatever it is in your life and business that is your Goliath, like just take it on. Just take it on. Clarity builds confidence. So of course, if you can get clarity on those questions, who do you help? What problem is it that you're helping them solve and how you do it? Like that is what brings confidence. He said, decide, believe, and receive in that order. So you make a decision. That's the belief part, or that comes when you make the decision, and then you can believe in your decision because you made it. And it's not like you're, I might do this. Well, we'll see if I make money or not. I've heard people say like, I'll give it a few months and see if I can be an entrepreneur. If anyone buys it, I'll give it a little bit. And that's totally the wrong mindset to come at, right? So you have to make your decision, and from that decision, you can believe in yourself. And then only after you decide and believe can you receive. He said, create a code to live by. What was the movie? Oh, he was talking about Breaking Bad. And it's kind of a strange mission, but the guy in Breaking Bad had this, was it Breaking Bad? No, it wasn't Breaking Bad. That was a different one. He was talking about Dexter. So the movie, I don't know if you guys watched Dexter, but you know how, if you did watch Dexter, he's like, he has this mission that he goes out and he kills the bad people. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But he has this code that he lives by. And it was like, I don't remember what it was, but it was like XYZ, that's my code. And throughout the entire movie series, anytime that things went wrong, and for anytime there was drama or whatever, like, then it came back to like like something with the code, like he stopped living by his code. So he's like, so Colton says, if you as an entrepreneur, if you have a code that you just live by, and it's like, that's the code, it's like it's non-negotiable, then it helps you get through the days when you just don't feel like doing it. So have a code that you live by. Be the peacock, not the pigeon, right? So look at Steve Larsen, like definitely the peacock, right? Don't be afraid to stand out. Raise your standards. So raise your standards for yourself and for your customers and clients. Fail fast and fail hard, just because you have to fail. Like you're not going to succeed if there's not failures. I've had so many failures and looking back, it's like, yeah, of course I needed those failures, and they're not fun in the moment, but as long as you're working to build your fire a little bit each day, those failures aren't going to knock you down. Get uncomfortable. That's a big one, obviously. Get out of your comfort zone. And then he put a big emphasis on getting rid of as much negativity in your life as possible. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. It comes with its own, like, as you know, like its own set of problems and stresses and all of that stuff. So like, outside of being an entrepreneur, if you've got other negative stuff happening in your life, like just get rid of it. Like you've got friends or even family that are bringing you down, causing negativity. You've got bad eating habits, like whatever. Get rid of as much outside negativity and stress as you can, so that you can handle the negativity and stress that just are a part of being an entrepreneur. And I thought that was a good one as well. Like, so if if you have something going on in your life that you, even if you don't feel like it's in your control, a lot of times there is a part of it that is in our control. And so just get rid of all the negativity as much as you can in your life, so that you can be able to deal with all of the tribulations that are going to come with being an entrepreneur. And he told the story, he told a story about one of his clients that was in a bad marriage, and they couldn't move on in their business because they were in this bad marriage, and finally got out of the bad marriage and their business took off because they'd gotten rid of that other stress in their life. So that was pretty cool. Let's see. Kelly says, how does this fit into multiple income streams? Can we focus on one funnel and still create multiple income streams? Yeah, totally. So let me show you what Russell did. Okay. If I can get out of here. I don't know that I have my little whiteboard thing. I should have put this up. Let me see. Let me see if I can find my whiteboard, and I'll draw you the picture that Russell drew. Because that was kind of one of the questions that came up. Online, let me see. Hold on, just give me a second. Because this was a pretty cool little drawing that he said. Okay. Let me make this big and share my screen again. Okay, so let me get my picture. This is the picture that Russell drew on the board behind me in that one picture. Because someone asked this, here's your person, right? So this is like, you have to have a lot of clarity. Just make him smile. And so you've got your person, right? So you've got your who, and you've got the problem, right? So you have clarity around that, right? So those two things, you've got clarity. And so what he said is, like, there's all these different things. Sorry, I can't draw very good. Right? You've got tool set, mindset. Was it mindset, skill set, and mindset, skill set, and tool set that people need, right? And you can't really, to serve this person and help them solve this problem, a lot of times you can't fit it all in one bubble, right? So like for me in my business, like for tool set, right, I need to give you things like Clickfunnels and, active campaign, and whatever. Whatever this looks like. These are your tools, okay? So I can be an affiliate marketer for Clickfunnels and Active Campaign or whatever. I also need to give you skill sets, right? So, marketing, whatever. I'm like the worst. Creating an offer, right? So here in this bubble, I could have my own offer, right? My own course, my own coaching program. That doesn't take away from what I'm doing down here with Clickfunnels, because you need both, right? And in order for me to help you solve the problem that I'm helping you solve, you need all of this. Like, I can't just give you Clickfunnels. You wouldn't be successful, right? So, this might be my own course, or this bubble might be like the legendary marketer that I'm diving into right now, right? Or maybe I give you, a business to get started on. So maybe that's, you'd come and join my MLM, right? Or you become an affiliate marketer for Clickfunnels and I help you with that. Or, I help you with become a coach. Like there's no, like, there can be a lot of these. So, whatever. So here I could have a course, and, I have another one down here. It's coaching. Whatever, I'm like the worst. You know what I mean? So you can absolutely have multiple income streams because in order to fully help them solve this problem, right? So that's what we're in the business of doing as entrepreneurs, is solving problems. And it's not, we need to cover mindset, skill set, and tool set. And so as long as we are focusing on solving the problem and how we can create our offer for, to help somebody the best, then that's okay. And that's what we should be doing. Okay. It's not detracting. It's not stealing our focus, because it's all centered in, one like helping them solve one problem. Okay. We can fit it all in one funnel and says, so you can, you can, because like your offer, let me put this back on. Your offer, like, is not just one thing. You see, like, you can have like, let's say, for example, just because, I went over this with Steve, so I have a lot more clarity right now. So let's say I'm creating my offer, and I know you need mindset, you need skill set, and you need your tools. And those are the three things that I need to give you in order to help you solve your problem, right? So I could have coaching, right? I could have a piece of my offer be coaching, like either group, one-on-one, or whatever, to help you with the mindset. I can have courses that, some courses that help teach you, like, how to create your own offer, how to learn how to marketing, or I could send you to, like, an affiliate link for Legendary Marketer to help you with the marketing. And then for tools, I could give you my, have Clickfunnels, Active Campaign. I could, if you're a brand new person, I could have one funnel away for you. So it's like, how do you help your people solve their problems? And you can absolutely have all of that inside of one offer. You can. I do that all the time. Like my courses that I have, my mini courses, they always have the tool set piece of, like, here's how you make your Clickfunnels account. Because if you don't have Clickfunnels, or you don't have a way to deliver your offers, you're not going to make any money, right? You need the delivery piece, but you also need to learn how to create an offer. So I might send you to one funnel away. So it's like packaging up all of those different bubbles to help your person solve the problem that you help them solve. And, multiple income streams absolutely can come in there. You don't have to solve all the problems with, through your coaching or through your own products. And you don't have to do it all through affiliate marketing either. And since it was an affiliate marketing retreat, a lot of it was focused on affiliate marketing. And you would think, like, that they're going to tell you, like, focus 100% on ClickFunnels. And they actually did not. They did not. They actually discouraged that. They said, you've got to be able to serve your person, and you serve your people better when the affiliate marketing piece is just like, it's just a piece. Like, it's a piece of a bigger puzzle. It's a piece of your business. It's like, it's the tool set piece, right? And then you can offer different things for the other pieces. So, he was saying, like, how the biggest affiliate marketers for ClickFunnels have their own business, and ClickFunnels is just a piece of it. So that was a huge, like, yeah, and what Steve said was that the affiliate marketing, like, he uses affiliate, he loves affiliate marketing. He loves network marketing, but he uses those pieces as entry points into his funnel, as ways to qualify his leads. So he doesn't even see it as part of his funnel. He sees it as that's how he qualifies his leads for his, the rest of his value ladder, which was super cool. And so, Lynn, I don't know if that answered your question or confused you, but I'm gonna go through the process that Steve and I went through for, like, helping like create that offer and, like, map it out. So that'll be coming. I just have to wrap my head around it a little more, so that I can turn around and teach it. But it was super cool, like, the way that you can serve your audience better. And that's why you have to have really clarity around the problem that you're solving for your audience. And then only then can you really bring in all the different pieces that you need. So super cool. And what else was I going to say? Oh, I didn't put this down, but I should. This will be the last piece, because I know I've been talking for almost an hour now. But after we had this mastermind, and we're wrapping up yesterday, like, one of the guys, I won't say his name because I don't know if he anyways, one of the guys was crying, and, like, a lot of us felt really emotional because we learned so much over the weekend. And yeah, isn't it, Raquel? Wasn't that powerful? Like, I was just, like, mind blown. Like, yeah. So I'll definitely be diving more into that, because I have, like, a whole page of notes just on that topic. Now I lost so anyways, we were all kind of a little bit emotional. Some of us were feeling kind of down in the dumps, because we're like, now we'd learned so much. And like I said, this one guy was, upset to the point of tears, because we felt like, well, we've learned so much, and, like, I don't know how to implement all this without changing my whole business model. And so what Steve was saying, what he said is like, hey, as an entrepreneur, like you pretty much, as you start to grow and scale, you burn your business down every 2 years, about every 2 years. He's like, about every 2 years, you're going to want to burn your business down. And what he meant is like not starting over from scratch by any means, but like you do have to as you learn and as you grow and as you evolve, you have to be willing to go back to the drawing board sometimes and revisit certain things. So like even if like this one guy, he just he just launched a big course, and after going through this weekend, he realized, he had so much clarity that like that wasn't his thing. Like that's not the thing he wanted to be known for. That's not like even though he spent like the past year doing it. And they said like it's okay because you have to sometimes be okay with burning your business down. So that was a super powerful takeaway. And like all of the millionaires in the room was like, yeah, we've burned our business down. We've burned our business down multiple times. Like, and it's not like starting from square one, but it's like revisiting, revamping. And that's why like some of my offers that I had even from earlier this year, I don't put them out anymore because I don't feel like I feel like I've grown so much and I can do so much better. And it kind of sucks because I put a lot of work into them. But it's just part of the business, and I think we have to be okay with that. Yeah, Melissa, he said that like whatever it is, so whatever you like, however you've grown, however you've like evolved, like you had an epiphany or whatever, like you just have to be okay with going back and either getting rid of something or restructuring or changing your focus. You just have to be okay with that, because you have to be okay with burning your business down. So it was funny because Rachel Lee was one of the entrepreneurs there, and she has her own 2 Comma Club, and she had some big epiphanies, and I mean she is like killing it in the affiliate marketing space, and she's now shifting her business, her whole business. She'll be shifting, and it's not going to happen overnight, but she's going to start to shift her business. And it's because of like the takeaways that she learned. And she was saying like she was going to do a video called how the Clickfunnels mastermind ruined our businesses or something. And it was so funny, but like that's how transformational this was. So Jessica says you go deeper each time, focusing on what's most important to you. And yeah, and just because as an entrepreneur, it's like this huge like self-discovery process, like nothing else in the world. I mean, I always think about it because like, I had my career. I was, the big shot boss lady. I could go and present to 400 people without batting an eye. And I just thought like this entrepreneur thing was going to be a walk in the park for me. And it was like, it wasn't, because it was like, this is a whole new level. This is a whole different game. And I had never played that game before. And I struggled for a long time because I just assumed that I could come in as like and hit a home run. And it wasn't the case. Like and I told you guys, I've tried 17 different business ideas. I burnt them all to the ground. And maybe I gave up too quickly. I'm sure that I did. I didn't have that belief in myself. Luckily, I had enough belief in myself that I kept going in the entrepreneurial space, but I probably could have made any one of those businesses successful if I had just stuck with it long enough. So I don't know. I kind of went off on a tangent there. Layla says this is gold. Yeah, I'm telling you, I just wish I could download everything that's in my head and give it to you guys on a stick. But I have so many notes. I'm going to be breaking it down. This is giving me so much content. And you guys, I've been like, I think, I don't know, it's on my heart. I don't know how I'm going to pull it off. I don't know. But having an in-person event is so powerful. So maybe in 2020 there will be a event. We could meet up somewhere. I don't know, a retreat. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never done anything like that before. But just like being in person and like being able to like mastermind with people who are either already there or doing it, making it happen, is like something that you just can't get anywhere else. So it was super powerful. Let's see. Rachel says, network marketing has shook my confidence big time after being successful as an engineering consultant. I thought it would be so easy. Yes. Mindset is the killer. Oh, Carolyn, thank you. I hope it's been helpful. Like I'm telling you, it was. I'm a changed person after this weekend. I can't say it any other way. I know that sounds cheesy, but you literally walk away from these things a different person. So true, so powerful. Yes, Raquel's gonna be there. Yes, Jessica. Yes, come on, Jessica. Let's do it. Kelly. Yes, let's do it. Maybe you guys can help. Maybe we can get together and just do it as a group. I've never done anything like that before, but maybe we could pull that off in 2020. Wouldn't that be cool? Sonia sounds amazing. Yeah. So seriously. So anyways, I'm actually attending Funnel Hacking Live in January. So if any of you guys want to come, that would be super cool too. It's expensive though, but it's going to be totally worth it. I'm planning to walk the stage with my little wheel because I'm going to have that dream car. And the next Funnel Hacking Live of 2021, I'm walking across the stage with my 2 Comma Club award. And I want some of you guys to declare it that you're going to walk that stage with me. We're going to make it happen. Kayla, you're going to be there? Oh, cool. Are you going to Funnel Hacking Live? Is that what you mean? Meet in Las Vegas. We could totally meet in Las Vegas, except my in-laws are there, so we have to not tell them that we're going there. I'm just kidding. Actually, my mother-in-law is an aspiring entrepreneur, so she would be happy for us to meet in Vegas. Stacy will be at Funnel Hacking Live. Oh, Lucia, are you coming to Funnel Hacking Live? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to create a different, because everyone who's coming to Funnel Hacking Live, I want us to get to create like a group message so that we can meet up. Ben, I know, is coming. Oh, hell yeah, I want to walk on that stage with you. Yes. Kaylee, how tall are you, Kaylee? Are you going to make me look like a midget? Dream car winner, I'm declaring it, you guys. That was another piece of advice. I have so much. That was another piece of advice that Steve said. Steve said that anytime he has a goal that scares him, he goes across all of his channels and he declares it. And he said he hates doing it, but he does it because he doesn't do it for his audience. He does it for him. And so he said if you have a goal and you start declaring it publicly to your audience, especially to the people who you serve, who are already looking up to you, that you're claiming it. So that's why I'm letting you guys know. I'm walking the stage with a wheel in January, and I'm walking the stage with a 2 Comma Club award in 2021. So, declaring it now. Oh, Kaylee, you're going to make me look like a midget. That's okay. I'll wear heels. We'll walk that stage together. Go get your ticket, Kelly. We could totally mastermind before the event. And during the event, after the event, we could maybe stay an extra day or something. That would be so cool. Or like get together for dinner. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna create a poll in the group of people. So I want to collect everybody who's going to Funnel Hacking Live so that we can get together. Oh, Raquel, that's okay. I'll be the midget. I'm used to it. we will walk the stage and I'll look like the midget. That's okay. You can wear heels, Kaylee. Let's do it. Do it. Heels give me confidence. Mel, I would love you to go, Mel. We have plenty of time to make it happen. We do. Kendra says, why 2021 for 2 Comma? Well, Kendra, I gotta make $1 million with one product. So that's how the 2 Comma Club works. Is you have to make $1 million with one product. So it's not just $1 million in your business. It has to be $1 million in one product. So you can have multiple funnels, but it has to be one product. So let's say I create like a coaching program. It can be one of Clickfunnels, but it takes a lot of one funnel away challenges to hit $1 million. So, but if I create a coaching program, which I'll be working on, and if I sell $1 million of that coaching program or a course, then you get the 2 Comma Club award. So, because I'm creating my offer, it probably is not going to happen in the next 5 months. So it'll have to be the next year. But they only do the Funnel Hacking Live, at least I think, only once a year. Go for 2020. Hey, Kendra, you're pushing me, and I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Maybe I could pull it off. Why the heck not, Kendra? I like where your head is. I really do. Let's do it. Let's do it. Anyone else in there with me? All right, you guys, I'm just talking now. Vincent says 2 Comma Club in 2021. Awesome. Yes, we have plenty of time, you guys. Like, that's one of the things. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to go. In some of my notes, we talked about when you experience quick growth in your business. So, you know, you guys have watched me. I've had quick growth. I struggled for 2 years, but then I had really quick growth. And so that was another thing that we talked about, was the problems that you experience when you have quick growth and how to get around those. So I'll be sharing that with you as well. It's just mindset, like you told us. Ooh, I like it. Give it right back to me. I need to eat my own dog food, right? There was someone said that at the mastermind. I can't remember who said that. They're like, you got to eat your own dog food. So, Kendra, you're making me eat my own dog food. I like it. Okay, you guys, you guys have lit another fire underneath me. Thank you. This is what I need. All right, so 2 Comma Club and a dream car in the next 5 months. I gotta get busy, you guys. I'm gonna go get busy doing that. And you guys be on the lookout, because I'm gonna be breaking down all of these, because every little topic that I went over today, I have pages and pages of notes to go deeper. So if you thought this was helpful, you're gonna love it as I start to break it down. Everything I'm sharing, I'm just reteaching from what I learned at this mastermind. So that's how easy it is. You go learn and you teach, learn and teach. All right. I'm so glad, Sonia. I'm so glad. That's about 6K a day. I have not yet had a 6K day. So there's definitely something to strive for. If you believe you can, you can. You're right, you guys. I'm loving that you're pushing this right back on me. I love it. Love it. All right. You're welcome, Joe. And you're welcome, Jessica. I'm so happy to, because I wish I could have taken every single one of you with me, because it was so powerful. So powerful. So I'll be sharing more, lots more to come, but I'm going to go start working on my 2 Comma Club. All right, you guys, love you so much. And I cannot wait to share more I'm super excited to go through the process that Steve and I went through and hashed out. I love Steve. Like, he's actually a lot cuter in real life too. He's actually pretty cute in real life. His eyes aren't quite as bulgy, I think. I don't know what it was. Both Russell and Steve are cute in real life. All right, I'm really going off on a tangent now. All right, you guys, have an amazing day, and we'll be talking more this week for sure.